Everybody, we're back, sort of. Right, so we're back in the NAC pre-season race. And yeah, FNAC had some problems with his stream. So, situation is like this. We had a fairly clean start, but Jamie had an incident, and then we had basically a scrap for the lead between the two Manners, who are at the moment first and third, and they were running first and second nose to tail, and then we got a safety car when Solo retired. Now, what you didn't see when FNAC's stream crashed again was the two Manners were competing to be the first to get into the pit lane, and Speed Queen managed to get there first, which meant Ali had to be double stacked, so he's now behind Dan the Snake. So Speed Queen's gone in for medium tyres, Dan Snake is in second, he's on hards to the end, Ali's on mediums to the end, Jamie's on mediums to the end, great recovery from him. King Rockhammer, he's I can't see what he's on. He's on hards to the end. Then we've got Philip, who's probably delighted that this safety car came out because he got a drive-through penalty in the pits earlier. Then we've got Defiant in 7th. Then we've got Jock McBird in 8th, who was leading the race for a few laps. Then we've got Samakid in 9th. Gamer in 10th on the hard tyres. He's not had his best race. I think he's faster than what he's had. He's had an incident with Samba Kids, which I think gave him wing damage. And I just got an invite from FNAC. Hello. I'm actually streaming now.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's alright.
My entire internet just went out.
Oh man. Well, I have been streaming, but you missed an absolutely brilliant moment in the. You know that I didn't. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the stream up in time. But you know the two Manners, they were obviously about to double stack, and Ali got in front of Speed Queen, but because of the safety car order, Speed Queen was still pitted first. It was hilarious. But I think if that had been an actual race, that would have been very controversial. But yeah, at the moment, Speed Queen's first, and then because of the double stacking, Ali K's dropped to third. But Speed Queen and
still the safety car?
Yeah, still the safety car. I think it's coming in soon. Oh, I think Ali just hit the back of Dan the Snake.
Ah, shit, I can't rejoin. I'm unable to rejoin.
Ah, that's a shame, mate. I'll carry on.
But I can't rejoin as in like in the session. I can't see. Can't look at everybody.
Oh, and Ali K just retired.
Oh.
That must be to do with what hitting Dan the Snake in the back. I think there's going to be a few messages in the thread for this one. Anyway, back to the race. Speed Queen's on the mediums, Dan the Snake's on the hard tyres, so Speed Queen's in a great position for the restart. So essentially, yeah, my stream's on my channel, but I can't.
Try it one more. Yeah, I'm gonna try it one more time, but if it doesn't work.
Yeah, well, at least it's the pre-season race, so it doesn't matter too much.
The only time this happened before was in Canada and F1, that my entire internet just collapsed.
Yeah.
The crash is 1000.
Safety car lights have gone off, so...
Yep. Yep, apparently doing so.
It's a shame.
I'll stream in the forum.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that'll be it for me.
Okay, mate. Well, I will, I'm sure, do some racing over the weekend.
Venom...
Yeah, Venom edits, yeah.
Why Venom?
Because I do video editing and stuff. So, we waved goodbye to our broadcast partner here. he had, let's just say he had an emergency to go to. So the safety car is coming in now, and Speed Queen is packing up the fields, down the Snake, and Jamie right behind her. But thank you. Alright, see you later, mate. And the race restarts round the last corner. Speed Queen down the Snake, Jamie, King Rockhammer, Samba Kid, Philip, top 6. So we head to the first corner. Jamie going for a move on down the Snake immediately. And is up to second. And Jamie and Speed Queen both pitted for the medium tyres, so they're confident about going to the end, and they should go to the end. It's only 9 laps to go. And down the Snake now drops to the final podium position. King Rockhammer in 4th, Samba Kid in 5th, Philip in 6th. But let's go back to the front. It's the familiar, seemingly age-old battle between Speed Queen and Jamie for the victory of this pre-season race in Malaysia, which has had quite a few interesting moments, it has to be said. I'm not, as it's pre-season, I'm not going to look at penalties. I'm just going to let you guys enjoy the race here. So we're riding on board with Speed Queen at the moment, in the manor. Don't forget, Formula No Assist is performance this season. So it's once again we've got a Manor and a Sauber performance cars at the front. Down the Snake in 3rd. It's coming under pressure a little bit from... Yeah, I will be, Oogie. Don't worry about that. FNAC had some connection problems, so unfortunately... Now, Speed Queen going across for the 21st lap. A few people going into pit lane in the background, so I won't bother with them. Jamie's in DRS range, but the grunt on the straights of that Sauber isn't great against the Mercedes power of the Manor, so he may have to rely on a mistake from Speed Queen to get past. Down the Snake, riding up to the end of Sector 1. King Rockhammer having a little look at the end of Sector 1. We'll go back to the front now. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, Shortbread's back down to 10th. Maybe that was the Renault you were talking about, Jake. But he was in 7th, I believe, during the safety car. Or he was at least 5th, 6th or 7th anyway. Well, the top 4 are really bunched up, so this could be a really great end to this race. Speed Queen, Jamie, Dan the Snake, and King Rockhammer, the newcomer to no assists for this season. Oh, down the inside! Down the inside! Oh, and the King Rockhammer goes down the inside, but cutting back. Dan the Snake goes back through on the first DRS. Neither one of them have DRS for some reason. A bit weird. We go back to the front. Jamie isn't in range, so that's a great camera view as we see King Rockhammer shaping up a move on. Looks for the outside around Dan the Snake. Ali retired. I'm not sure why, but I did see him run into the back of Dan the Snake on the straight I think down the snake like brakes or something. That's what it looked like on my screen, and I think Ali may have quit because of that, but I can't tell you for sure. Let's go back to the front. Jamie looks a bit closer now to Speed Queen as they go around this. What I like this section of tracks, nice little corners. Oh, I have to go back to the battle for third because look at this. King Rockhammer right behind down the snake as they snake around these. Oh, I'm not going to say that. I stopped myself from that pun. That would be something Lewis would say. So down the snake, desperately trying to hold on to this pre-season podium position, but King Rockhammer just looks fast around these corners at the moment in the Force India, of course, which is a very good car in performance. So back to the front. Jamie getting a good exit, but again, is he going to have the straight line speed to get past that Manor? I'm not so sure. Might have to do a good old-fashioned banzai down the inside. Meanwhile, behind them, down the snake, and Philip defending fifth in the other Haas. Jamie getting very close to Speed Queen. Oh, what's happening behind? Oh, King Hammer goes down the inside. Oh, but Dan Snake's going to have the inside for the next corner, but he goes a bit deep. That allows King Rockhammer to get a run on him towards the end of Sector 1. No, Jamie's still behind. Oh, it's really hard to keep track of all the action here. Oh, and he runs a bit wide. Now, King Rockhammer finally, he's got to go around the outside of this flat out section. Oh, and I think he's done it. Excellent move from King Rockhammer. Oh, he's run wide, and down the snake's taken back the place, and the other Haas gets through. Oh, dear me, this is tremendous. Oh, as you were with Jamie and Speed Queen, the two rivals from last season who finished level on points in the championship, of course. Dan the Snake still holding on to third somehow, and now King Rockhammer is under attack from Philip, who, to be honest, without that drive-through, would probably be at least second in this race. Very unfortunate for him. We'll go back with Jamie. He's got DRS on Speed Queen as we go into the end of the start the 24th lap of the race. Ali K's finally left the session. Well, they've all suddenly slowed down. It's this? Oh, so it's a virtual safety car. A virtual safety car late on. Virtual safety car is alright. I'm glad it's not another safety car. Well, it'd be too late for another safety car. They all suddenly slowed down, but nothing came on my screen. I wouldn't say I'm free Monday nights because, well, maybe sometimes, but usually I would probably be doing something usually on Monday. So, has virtual safety car still going, but I think the fact that they're speeding up would suggest that the virtual safety car, yeah, we're racing again. 5 laps to go. Speed Queen is first, then we got Jamie, then Dan the Snake, King Rockhammer in 4th, Philip in 5th, Samba Kid in 6th, Gamer in 7th. I'm going to keep an eye on this battle between the top two and what will surely be two of the title contenders when the Formula No Assist kicks off next week. So Jamie takes a slightly wider line. Speed Queen runs slightly wide, and that's a terrible camera view. Seriously? Alright, I'll stick with this one. I want to look at the battle for third in a second, so let me just see what's going on with that. Dan the Snake, oh, dive down the inside, perfect switch there. And King Rockhammer takes third, but can he finally hold it? He's been trying to take this position for a good 5 or 6 laps now. And now Jamie shaping up a overtake for the lead. But it's that Carwell's retired. Struggled a bit in Mercedes in this race. I don't think there'll be a safety car. It's too late for that. I hope not, because this is just brilliant racing. Well, King Rockhammer has held on to third for now, but the last time he overtook it, just before the virtual safety car, he ran wide and lost the place and nearly to the other Haas. Jamie is so close, but I think that straight line speed of the Manor is making the difference at the moment. Speed Queen has really driven well, and King Rockhammer starting to make a little gap. But in terms of the life of the tyres, I really don't know what it is on this track. I know the softs don't last very long, because you got the softs, mediums and hard compounds on this track. So I don't have any idea how long the mediums last. But when the safety car came out, both Jamie and Speed Queen pitted on them, which is the reason why they've been pulling away from the rest who are on the hards. A little bit of lag there. So Jamie once again closes the gap to Speed Queen, but that Sauber just doesn't have the straight line speed. They close up on the braking. Now around the final penultimate corner. Oh, now I think Jamie's a bit closer here. Got a better run out of that final corner, I thought. Speed Queen goes defensive. He's going for the outside. Oh, they're alongside each other, and he'll have the inside for the next corner. And Jamie takes the lead. Yes, he's done it. No, he hasn't. Speed Queen had the extra drag out of that corner to the end of sector 1 and retakes the lead. Jamie had the lead just for a couple of seconds there. Brilliant. Brilliant racing from these two. King Rockhammer still in third. Well, these two are putting a great pre-season show. If this is a taste of what's to come in the season, then No Assist is going to be a great watch. We'll start off in Bahrain and then Australia and China. They're the first 3 races of the season. Oh, and there's a Ferrari there that they're coming up to lap. Who's that? That must be Samurai. It is, who's gone onto the gravel. Please don't... Yes, I was going to say don't come onto the track. That would be a bad time to come on the track. That's one way of getting out of the way at least. Oh, once again, Jamie closing under braking. Yeah, I think unless King Rockhammer makes a mistake, I think he's got third place in the bag now. Now, Jamie got very close at the end of this this hairpin last time, and oh, this is a perfect view. I don't think he's quite as close this time. I think Speed Queen got a better exit, but Jamie is closing the gap. Oh, this is a brilliant helicopter view. Yeah, not as close this time. I think he had that one chance, I think, after the previous lap. That's when he needed to get it done, but Speed Queen just put it on the throttle and retook the lead. So King Rockhammer's in third. We've got the two Husses in third, fourth and fifth rather. But the story of this pre-season race is now about the two who dominated the No Assist Championship last season. Oh, Jock McBird out of the race. He was leading the race for a few laps early in the race. I think he was running in the points. Gamer catching up to Samba Kids, but we'll go back to the main battle. Penultimate lap now of this 28 lap Malaysian pre-season race. It's fighting for that Sauber. Really is not the it's not the best car. So if Jamie is going to win this race, he's got to get an absolutely perfect corner. Oh, he might even dive down the inside of the hairpin. He got a DRS. Ooh, can he keep it tight? He does. And has Jamie just won this race? We enter the final lap. If Speed Queen's going to take it back, she's going to have to do an almighty dive down the inside. But I don't think she's close enough. think Jamie got the DRS and he got the move done before the end of the lap, and I think the double no assist champion is going to send a message to the rest of the field that he will be the man to beat going into the next no assist championship. But that was a classic battle between himself and his great rival Speed Queen, who even in these cars, which let's be honest are not the best cars, they are still very much among the quickest in no assists. As we head down to the tight left-hander here, King Rockhammer still in third. Jamie back kicking out a bit. Now, Speed Queen will have, if Speed Queen can keep close, she'll have one more chance to win this race on the first DRS, but she's got to keep close. But is she close enough? I don't think she is. Jamie trying to break the slipstream immediately. Speed Queen's going to have to brake extremely late and go for a banzai, but I don't think she's close enough. Oh, she had to think about it, you know. But it's no. Jamie is going to win the pre-season Malaysian Grand Prix. King Rockhammer first, and I believe Dan the Snake is fourth, and the other House of Philip is fifth. Gamer is sixth. Samba Kid is 8th, Shortbread in the other Renault is going to be 9th, Defiant in the Red Bull is going to be 10th, and Samurai, the last surviving car a lap down, is going to get the final point today. I'm not sure if we have to... There we go. So that's the results. Oh! Jamie got a penalty, so Speed Queen is actually the winner of this race. Wow. You don't often see Jamie getting a penalty. So Speed Queen wins the pre-season race. Jamie second, King Rockhammer third, Dan the Snake fourth, Philip fifth, Gamer sixth, Samikid seventh, Defiant eighth, Shortbread ninth, Samurai 10th. We had a few retirements during the race. Ali K went very well in this race, but he retired during the safety car period. So he looks like someone who can definitely give Speed Queen and Jamie a run for their money. So yeah, that was a very enjoyable pre-season race. So despite the stream problems, we hope you guys enjoyed the action that you saw between myself and Fairness. Hopefully we won't have those problems next time. I'm not sure. I think I will do some interviews actually. If they're up for it, just to get their pre-season thoughts. Okay, let's see if I can get hold of them. Just going to send them. Hello, Jamie. Just going to see if Speed Queen will join us. It was very fun to watch. We had a few problems with streaming, but we got all the best of the action, I hope. So watch that later. Okay, so we have the top two. Unfortunately, King Rockhammer, the third place, left, so won't be able to interview him, but it's only pre-season. So, Speed Queen, you won the pre-season race because of Jamie's penalty, which we'll talk about Jamie in a moment. So, how are you feeling? Obviously, it's a pre-season race, but how are you feeling going into the season?
Well, I was surprised tonight, really. I mean, I haven't really got qualifying pace at car, but it's not really my strong point. I think I'm better on, race distance than I am a one-lapper.
Yeah.
But yeah, it were interesting.
Yeah, so obviously it's performance cars for this season, so the manner, how is that compared to, say, the equal performance cars that you obviously got used to driving last season?
It's a little bit different, shall we say.
Yeah, maybe that's the polite way to say it, although I'm sure Jamie will have a few words to say about the Sauber.
It's not as bad as what it could be.
Yes,
I mean, it's like a rocket ship
definitely.
in a straight line. It's just it don't like going round corners.
Yeah. So, what's just to finish with you, Speed Queen, what would your sort of aims for the season be? I mean, they might be obvious aims, but just share those with us.
Top four. Maybe see how it pans out for a title push, but it's going to be hard. Top four and at least 3 wins.
Excellent. Well, thanks for that. So, Jamie, you won on track, but you got a penalty. What was the penalty you got? Was it track limits or?
Yep, I cut the corner slightly on lap 25, I think. So, yep, and I got 2 other silly warnings earlier in the race. The corners where I don't normally, make mistakes, so a bit frustrating. But there you go, season.
Yeah, exactly. So you had a really good battle with Speed Queen, which I saw most of the time. So, I mean, I would consider Speed Queen to be one of your main championship rivals last season and for this season as well. From the guys who have joined, is there anyone who's sort of caught your eye? Someone who will definitely be a challenger for you?
Well, obviously I know Ali, Dan the Snake, and King Rockhammer pretty well. I've raced with them plenty of times before, so I'm sure they'll be in contention again, as will Shortbread, Game of the Best, and maybe even Jake. So I think it'll be the usual suspects this season.
So, considering it, as I mentioned earlier, it's now performance cars, would you say this is going to be your toughest season in terms of winning this championship to date?
Yes, definitely, because there are so many quality drivers this season who are all at a similar pace, but will most likely be in much quicker cars. So, defending the title is going to be extremely difficult, of course, but we'll see.
And if you had to use one word to describe the Sauber, what would it be?
Oh, there's so many. I'll just use terrible. There we go.
There you go. Well, these won't be as long as usual, but so I wish you two all the best for the new season, and hopefully we'll see some more great battles between you and others, and we will see everybody else for the No Assist Championship, which starts in a week's time at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Thanks very much.
Yay!
Lovely. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.